Hello, everyone. We are nerding it up with Cyberpunk once again. Unfortunately, V's character is still in the hospital, but he has healed slightly. V himself is not in hospital, nothing to panic about. I'm joined by Arch and Scrump. Hey, guys. Um,
Hey,
Evening.
how's it
so,
going?
yeah. So after last time, you guys, V was horribly injured. So you guys went to an upscale area of the city, put V on intensive convalescent care, which is expensive, left the hospital, encountered a bank robbery in progress. The guards got shot by the robbers. The players then shot the robbers and made off with their car in a police chase with two locked strongboxes, and ended up somehow getting a pod back to the apartment and arrived home around 4 p.m. Does that pretty much summarize what happened last time?
We came out of the hospital and things just kind of happened. Like for about 12 seconds we were heroes, and then we went off with the boxes.
Mm. So yeah. So you're at your apartment. It's about 4 in the afternoon. What's your plan, guys?
We need to find a way to get into these boxes.
That can wait. The boxes are not going to go anywhere.
Hmm.
However, our
You know
mission
what?
with Merlin.
Let's have a let's finally get you some materials for grenades.
That would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Let's actually do that. Let's do that thing that we've been planning to do since the first stream.
How much money have
Actually,
you guys got?
I got my sheet up here. Give me a sec. We have we didn't pay that many credits, did we? But we owe a lot of credits. We still have 2,400 credits in total.
It'd probably be easier just to buy them.
All right, okay.
how will we find them? Grenades are usually fairly heavily controlled.
They are, but you are criminals. You can use your streetwise skills and speak to your contacts and see what you can do if you want.
Okay. Well, so I don't know, Arch. It's kind of your call here. Do you want to go buy some grenades or?
Well, last time we checked around, they barely had pistols for us, but it might be worth a try.
Maybe we can have a look, and if we can't find them, maybe we can make them. Yeah, I'll do a streetwise check then. Let's go search
Before
for some
we
grenades.
wander out, what have we got now? We've got, is it 2 days?
Actually, tomorrow it will be 2 days.
Yeah, that was what I was kind of thinking. So we got 2 days.
Yeah, after this current day.
Yeah, two and a half.
Yeah, basically 2.5 days.
Yeah, so we could conceivably use this day preparing, because there's some stuff. I kind of have a list of things we could probably want to get a hold of. And we're going to have to spend the next day trying to actually get any kind of fucking information on this place.
We have some. We've been to the library.
Hey, we got floor plans, but we need to actually check out the actual lay of the land. Guards, whatever.
Yeah, we do. We need to actually look at the area around it. Right. Okay. So it's grenades. That's 19 overall.
Right. So you're going out into the streets and just speaking around, see what you can find.
Yes, I'm going to try and find a contact to buy grenades from.
No, not with 19. You can only find people who'd be part of the Snake Gang. You can see them on the usual hangouts and haunts and stuff, but you don't go up and approach them and just start chatting with them unless you want to. You're more than welcome to.
No. I think that would be a very that's yeah. That's more of a V thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of what I'd expect V to do. But on the subject of V, right? The hospital's not going to let him out until he's at least not in mortal condition. 1, 2, 3. So that's another 4 days.
Yeah, he's gonna miss he's gonna miss all our escapades.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have to work under the assumption that they can actually kill us if we've gone over the time limit, because I don't think we have time to go and try and get a hold of the medical documents, because that's probably going to be half a day at least. We're going to need that
time. The whole thing. We need to prepare to assault this place, basically.
I agree.
Yeah. To those still wondering in the chat, V as Sargon introduced, V's character is in the hospital. V himself is fine. Because he took a lot of damage and very nearly died.
Yes, very nearly.
Yes, to quote chat, that is exactly what's happening. V is still wanking into his socks in the hospital.
V wishes. He's not even conscious.
I mean, it could be worse. He could have passed out.
For Christ's sake.
Yeah, it could be worse for V. He could have passed out in a hotel lobby and assaulted a police officer, but that's a whole other thing. Anyway. We need to. So no grenades. So should we try finding materials for them then? No, that'll take too much time.
Yeah, it'll take time to make the things. So,
what would we say? 5 for a whole day. So yeah, it would have to.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we'd only need a handful for this. We wouldn't need a lot. It would essentially be... Because the thing is, we don't want to be fighting. If anything, this would be an emergency measure to cover our ass, if anything, so...
What's the plan, Ash? What do you think we need to go looking for to assault this place?
Well, first up...
Our plan...
I've got a knife, so that's one thing I wanted. We need some stripper clips. The stuff to tie people's hands in case we get the chance to ambush someone, knock them out. We want to have a way of keeping them there.
Should we actually get masks this time?
Yeah, masks would also be a good thing. A rope and a grapple would be very useful, considering we are, at the very least, considering going through the roof access.
Okay, well, you can go find some shops. I mean, these are not things that are too difficult to find or anything.
Yeah. What do you think we should get first?
What specifically are you looking for?
Looking for a strong rope, a grappling hook. The
grappling hook is probably less likely to be found than a rope. A rope you're not going to have to make a check for, because you can just go to any kind of hardware store and get a rope.
Well, we'll get a rope and some... I don't know. Can you get the big kind of cable tie things?
Do
they sell those?
Sorry, the what?
The plastic things they tape up his hands with. What are those called again?
Oh yeah,
stripper clips.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, stripper clips, whatever Arch called them. Yeah, you can get them like a credit, sort of 10 for 10 credits or something.
Oh wow, okay.
They're just bits of plastic.
Yeah, they're usually used to tie up wires and stuff, not people, but they're very, very sturdy.
Yeah, they just happen to be very good at tying up people. Yeah, you can go to a shop, get 10 of them for 10 credits.
Okay, so let me put this in the inventory then. So we've got study rope.
The rope. I don't actually know how much rope costs. Hang on. let me check.
And it could be useful if we run out of time.
Yeah, it's probably not bank breaking.
I'll write down 5 strip clips. You both got some.
Yes, we shall have 5 each. We'll have a rope each as well, I think.
We'll probably just have a single length of rope.
Like a nice one big rope.
Yes.
2 credits per foot.
Okay, so the gap's not that wide. Should we get like 10 feet of rope?
We probably want a little bit extra for anchorage.
So 12 feet?
I'd probably say 15 foot. Give us 10 foot for the crossing, 5 foot extra in case.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So yeah, 15 feet of rope.
Okay. Well, it's $30. 30 credits even.
That's 30 down. 10 down. Just keeping track of the credits there. So we've got 5 super clips, study rope. It looks like we're either going to rob somewhere or get really fucking kinky.
Furthermore, we need a mallet, essentially, a relatively heavy hammer.
Sledgehammer.
Cloth. No, not a sledgehammer. A sledgehammer's too big and heavy, but a fairly solid mallet.
Like a beating hammer, yeah, like a mallet.
Yeah.
Heavy mallet.
Yeah, you can get one for 30 credits.
Okay.
As well as, let's see, 6 concrete spikes.
So where are you planning on getting concrete spikes from?
No,
hardware store. They're essentially massive nails.
They're like 10 pegs, basically.
Oh right, yeah, no, I know the things you're talking about. Yeah, you can. They're 3 credits each.
Wow, they're cheap.
They're not really that exciting, mate.
So,
We also need cloth, both for masks, preferably cloths with snakes on them, because I'd like to piss off some people with that.
You can have a search. You can have a look around.
So is that 4 metal spikes we got then?
6.
6.
Yes.
Wow, you have a very specific. I'm going to trust you here, Arch. You have a very specific plan, and I like the way this is going.
2 for the securing of the rope, and 2 extra in case.
That comes to 4.
No, we probably want to be securing one end, and we probably, if we want to be using the rope for further activities, we probably want to be securing it again.
Yeah, you're right.
Good plan. You thought this through, I can tell.
We were just planning to just send V in there and make him do some gypsy god rolls, but that's out the equation.
Honestly, I was strongly considering just dangling the fucker off the side of the building, but that's out of the plan now.
Use him as a decoy.
Yeah. Like he could probably roll the stealth roll up there, and he'd still get it. They'd just see nothing on the end of the rope.
Probably wouldn't be a terrible because I was kind of thinking we could do that, just literally hang him over the edge and have him at least check out the windows from the outside, middle of the night. Fairly hard to see someone.
Yeah, at the top of the building as well.
It's not like they're going to be looking, is it?
But
well, I guess we could still try that. I mean,
we could if only any of us could fucking sneak. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Oh look, the guy who can sneak is in the hospital. That's a shame. Right. So with masks, do you specifically want to look for cloth or masks that have snakes on, or do you just want to get anything?
Well, if we can get some,
faces, basically.
If we can get something with snake iconography, that would be wonderful, because we could possibly shift the blame. That would be useful. But if not, just cloth, definitely. And also a thick piece of kind of the scouring cloth you use to wash heavy machinery, like thick woolen pieces of cloth.
Yeah, like iron wool.
Yeah, white wool.
Yeah. No, not white wool. Actual wool, just thick cloth pieces of wool.
You can get cloth if you want.
Yes.
5 credits.
Essentially nice and big and fat and thick, because we would be wrapping this around the mallet, because sitting on top of a roof going clang, clang, clang in the middle of the night might draw attention.
Okay. So like a big pad then.
Essentially.
One.
Right, okay. Whoever's looking for... You're going to have to do like an awareness check to find the specific thing you're looking for.
Okay, I'll do an awareness check then. Well, let me just get on my character sheet here, because I'll be doing a few of them, won't I? My awareness, 4 plus 8, 12, isn't it? Okay, awareness, that's 18.
You can't find any masks, like actual masks with any kind of snake iconography. You can find cloth with, I mean, it doesn't look like gang symbols or anything, but like Middle Eastern sort of serpent or Indian sort of serpent patterns on and stuff like that. But it's not very obvious. And the only other thing you can find really is sort of gas masks, breathing masks. The sort of thing they wear over the face in China.
Oh right,
one of those
gas masks. I was going to say like an actual gas mask that we really use.
No, like the breathing masks for
the white ones.
Yeah, to filter out smoke. You can get them in any color you want though.
Well, it does certainly hide a fair bit of the face, better than nothing.
They're actually surprisingly good as well in Cyberpunk. And I'll read the thing out for you when I find it.
They actually have usage. That's useful.
Pumping an entire place full of smoke would have been interesting.
So we're going to look like Japanese people on the subway then?
Apparently not, actually. I thought they were. I thought they were something fancy, but apparently they're not. Nose and mouth coverage with 2 replaceable filters. Good for keeping out smog. So, not really that great.
I guess it covers our... We could do something that covers our faces better, though, really.
Well, you can find, like, balaclavas and stuff, if you want.
Let's get classy. Let's get classic. Let's just get some balaclavas.
You can do that. I think you should own some.
That would be useful, yes.
Put one in your inventory as well, Arch. How much are they each?
15 credits each.
15. All right. That's 30 overall.
You might want to buy a spare one for V, because eventually he'll recover.
Will he?
Yeah, let's get a spare one for me. Right. I've got to. I'll hold these for him while he's recuperating.
Let's see. When we get actually that, it would be vaguely interesting if we could get a hold of at least. Actually, keep out smoke now wouldn't work. My gas mask would be useful because I do know of a way to produce very large quantities of smoke.
That would be
using heat.
You know what? Let's do a. What would we have to? Would it be an awareness check? Let's see if we can get any actual gas masks. Because now you've said it, those sound really useful.
You'll probably need to use Streetwise, and you'll probably need to find an actual contact for that, rather than just people on the street.
All right.
It's a bit specialized.
To be entirely frank, as long as we get goggles, just swimming goggles, the actual breathing part isn't that big of a problem. The thing that gets in your eyes is really the thing that fucks you up.
You can get swimming goggles if you want. I mean,
I don't think we should. Should we get trunks as well? I'll do a streetwise check for. Let's hope I roll the crit, but let's see if I can find anyone who wants to sell us gas masks. No,
you can't.
No. Didn't I roll a 1 there?
You
Shit.
did roll a 1 there.
Right, so there's no gas masks present.
Well, I mean, it doesn't even have to. I can make one.
Do you have time?
Gas mask is a fairly simple contraption.
But how good is it going to be? I mean, what are your skills?
Good enough to filter out basic smoke, but definitely not poison gas by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
Essentially, what would we need? A large plastic bottle.
The
2.5 liters.
Why not just buy the breathing masks? They'd probably do the job.
Did we already buy those?
Did you? They're
No, we got balaclavas instead. Yeah, let's get to just basic breathing masks.
If we're going to buy the breathing mask, we are going to need the swimming goggles, because smoke like this, the problem isn't the gas, unless you're exposed to it for extended
Are you
periods of
saying
time.
smoke gets in your eyes?
Yes, and it will fuck you up far worse than the smoke will short term.
We'll just get 2 of those.
Swimming goggles, 15 credits each.
We'll just get goggles. So you get 1, I get 1.
You're going to look fucking amazing.
We're going to look ridiculous, but yeah.
I really hope someone can Photoshop up an impersonation of what you guys look like.
I'll do it after the stream, don't worry. So that's 30. Well, the basic breathing mask was 15, wasn't it? 15 for each?
No, 30 each.
All right, so that's 60. So that's 90 credits overall we spent then. So just keeping track of the old monies.
No, that's all right. Take time.
Oh, I forgot to add. That's because we have these credits now, don't we? There we go.
They're looting your body, mate.
No. We persuaded him to give them last episode, so that's added up. Right. Anything else you can think of, Arch? Because we're kind of preparing to assault a fortress here.
Well, like I said, it depends on what we can actually find, but it would be interesting to get the basic ingredients.
Okay, so what exactly are you looking for here?
God damn it, I'm going to have to do the math of their quantities now, aren't I? Well, let's see. Potassium nitrate, which is saltpeter, again, gardening stores, etc. Sugar, like literally just sugar. Baking soda. and aluminum foil, and a cast iron pan.
Okay, I mean that's not very hard to come by.
Let's just get all that then.
I'd suggest we get kilos of sugar and 1 kilo of potassium nitrate, and then just 3 of the 125 grams boxes of baking soda.
How many kilograms of potassium nitrate?
1.
That's 20 credits. And what was the other thing you wanted?
Dark brown sugar, preferably, or just normal sugar will do in a pinch. And 2 kilos of that.
Right, now I got the Rolling Stones stuck in my head.
I don't know. That's probably like 2 credits.
And baking soda, 500 grams.
Again, like 2 credits.
It's going to be the crafting that's the problem here, but
yeah.
As for just normal hemp. Jesus Christ, English.
We're going to smoke the ganja? What?
No, just
we're going to forget
rogue, but very Jesus Christ. What kind of? I can't remember the word for it. String, yes.
Wow, you forgot the word string.
Yeah, yep. You can get a ball of string for a credit.
That's the problem when you speak
it's
several
not his first language, Scrump. Give him a break.
I'm sorry. It's just that amused me.
But yeah, you can get a ball of string for a credit.
I keep forgetting it's not your. Yeah, god damn it. Now I feel inferior in terms of language.
Yeah, what a dick.
And aluminum foil. We're gonna need 4x4 meters.
Surely you mean aluminium.
Sorry,
no. Aluminum foil.
Aluminium foil, 2 credits.
Okay, now I also very much so like to buy a pair of thick gloves, because, yeah.
Okay, 50 credits for, like, thick leather.
No, not leather, because leather is a terrible... Leather melts! Are you trying to murder me?
What kind you just said gloves. I don't know what kind of gloves you want.
Like thick rubber gloves, like, the kind you'd use for doing, like, electrical work.
Yeah, that would work. Hell, even just, the kind of gloves you use for washing dishes back in the old days, the heavy ones. Synthetic.
Yeah, you can get, like, fairly thick ones for 5 credits.
Right. Okay. And the cast iron pan.
30 credits.
I'm sat here just modifying the money. We should get some
well,
steel
that's
gauntlets.
pretty much what I need, because, again, like, this is something you cook up if we need it. This will be hours, not days. But grenades, yeah, that'll be half a day for
What
5 of
exactly
them.
are you planning to cook up with all this?
This will be a smoke bomb.
Just one big smoke bomb, yeah.
Okay, it's interesting.
It will produce a hefty amount of smoke, but very little heat.
It's very interesting that you know how to do this, Arch.
Guys gotta have hobbies.
Yeah, okay, yeah. A man's got to get on the terrorist watch list somehow.
It's pretty simple chemistry.
I'm sure it is. I don't know anything about chemistry, so I couldn't tell you. Chemistry was always the thing I hated least in school. I hated most in school. Physics and biology I quite enjoyed, but chemistry...
Because you didn't use it in the correct ways.
Yeah, I know. If I was thinking about blowing things up, then I probably would have enjoyed it. Fortunately, it sold to me in a really boring way.
Right. As for the hand grenades, again, getting the actual materials wouldn't be that hard, but it would take a considerable amount of time to make it. We're probably not going to have the time today, which means we'd have to sacrifice parts of tomorrow, which might not be a good idea.
No, that'd be a bad idea. I don't think we have time for grenades. We didn't get time for grenades. We're busy men. So
what are you doing?
All right. How far into the day are we?
It's about 6 o'clock.
Right. Well, I would probably suggest. How far away are we from Merlin's palace at this point?
Well, I can show you. Scrump, if you'd like to share your screen.
I'm already sharing it.
Yeah, wow, that exciting. I actually got off my ass and decided to create some sort of map.
Well, this is just a Google map, so
Yeah, shut up. All right. Look, let me take some fucking credit, all right?
you just put like a Google map on this, but
Yeah, I did. Right. Hopefully everyone can see that as the presentation. Yeah, players around. Right, okay, yeah, you should be able to see it. Right, so if you zoom in, Scrump, down the bottom half of the map is... In fact, you're a bit too zoomed in, to be fair.
about 20%. There we go.
A bit more than that, actually.
Oh, come on, you don't like. I was 40%.
Zoom out as far as you go. As far as you can go.
10%. There we go. See, just ignore the Google logo.
Right, okay, why can't you see the overlay?
I don't know.
Shit.
Shit.
Right, okay, evidently GM info overlay is hidden. I should have thought about that. Fine, I will share my screen. Hang on a second. This is us learning as we go.
The GM info overlay is hidden, is it?
Yeah, I know. I didn't even think about it. Didn't even think. Fucking idiot.
There we go. My screenshot's off.
Yeah, okay. So, right. So, here is what you can see. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Right.
Electric Knights.
That's the name of the nightclub. They control this area. They're also a gang.
They sound pretty fun.
Yeah, they are. Well, I didn't even speak to Amira. She's the one who's in charge.
Wait, Amira's a gang leader?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. V's pissed off another gang leader. Why the fuck not?
Everybody hates us. He didn't even kill the doctor either.
Nope.
That was such an escapade, such a tense escapade.
So as you can see down the bottom in the yellow is the Serpent territory. It borders the East Siders territory and the Electric Knights territory, and in the north you've got the Tower Hill gang. To the west you've got the Stone family, and in the top you've got the Residents United, which is effectively like a gang of residents who are sick of gangs. They've had to form their own.
So it's like Neighborhood Watch then?
Yeah, kind of like a militarized neighborhood watch.
Are they pretty hardcore?
You'd have to go over and find out, wouldn't you?
White people with guns. Be you damn fucking sure they're militarized.
Oh, god damn it, no.
What makes you think they're white?
They're called Residents United. Residents United.
That does not sound like your average black gang.
No,
they might be Chinese, all right?
I don't know. Then it would be like Walks United. It's such a... Residents United just screams white people, okay?
Anyway,
racist against white people.
It kind of does. So Snake's Den is this red dot here. Your apartment is in these blocks of apartments here. If we go up and across, Merlin's court is there.
I keep getting he's such a faggot and calls it Merlin's court.
Yeah, I know. Just wait till you meet him.
Wow. I'm hoping we don't meet him.
Well, that would be the plan, wouldn't it? This red dot here is obviously the Electric Knights nightclub.
Wait a minute. So if Electric Knights are a gang, that probably means that they stole our drugs.
We should probably piss them off too. I mean, why the fuck not? At this point, we've only antagonized half of the city. I am not happy with this.
Yeah, we've only antagonized like the bottom right. I mean, there's a whole other city of people that hate us.
So, could we go over to the Donald Trump gang and ask for political asylum or something?
No, they throw us back over the wall.
Yeah, I was going to say, you think they haven't got a wall?
No one's seen them for years. They're inside the wall.
Mm. Right, okay. So, what was the plan? What do you want to do?
Well, as it is getting relatively late, thereby dark, yeah, we're going to need any fucking help we can here to stay hidden. It would be interesting to go over there and have a look, because we're going to have to fucking anyways. But how far away is it?
Well, the map isn't to scale, because, frankly, I couldn't get it zoomed out enough so it looked like a city. It just looked like a grey mess whenever I zoomed out further. So the map isn't actually scale. It's to Merlin's apartment.
Yes.
Let me think. Let me get my ruler. Find out exactly how far you can have to go. That's too small.
Well, I think we should go to the neighboring apartment. Like, look at the apartments next to it, because that's really where we'll be breaking into, or entering at least.
Well, yeah, it looks to be in the middle of a series of apartments, so if we can get into one of them, we'll have the opportunity to at least... Because the thing is, if it was a little bit more open, we might be able to look in through nearby apartments. So if the nearby apartments are abandoned, that'd be really handy. We could probably get a binocular, set ourselves up in one of those, and try to actually identify which apartment is the one we need to be breaking into.
I imagine it's just a big penthouse up there, but...
Right, it'd take you 4 hours on foot. But you could get a pod over there, or if you want, which will take minutes.
We should get a pod over there.
Actually, I think we should walk, because 4 hours, that'll be 10? That'll be nice and dark, and we want darkness.
You want to walk through the East Siders territory?
Just, why can't we just kill all of them at this point?
I mean, you're sounding like you belong to the Donald Trump gang more and more. No. Let's... I don't think walking through Serpent territory to the East Siders territory is a terribly good idea, but...
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm doing that on a fucking daily basis anyway. Now we're fucking shopping for pans and pots.
But it's not... We're in the shopping district, and it's not night. We're going to end up walking through some sketchy-ass neighborhoods if we go there.
Yeah.
If we go on foot. I think we should just take a pod and have a look at the neighboring buildings, because we won't be going too near his court, as it were. But we'll be... we're just looking at...
Yeah. How dark is it right now?
Not very.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
In like a couple of hours, it'll get dark.
Yes.
Let's take stock of what we have to do. Is there anything else you can think of we might need for this? Well, I guess it's a raid.
Well, right now we just want to be scouting it. Let's not go V and go like, let's just look at it. No, kick in the door.
No, we're just gonna scout it. Don't worry, I'm not gonna headbutt any walls.
A set of binoculars could be very useful, though, because, yeah.
Okay. Let's go get some binoculars.
Yeah, 150 credits.
Shit. Yes. Are they at least good binoculars?
They are quite good.
Hooray, we have good binoculars now. Whew. Right. Try to think if there's anything we're missing.
Let's see. At the moment, I can't think of anything, but... Well, because the difference would be how we're going to be breaking in, but again, we need to actually look at the area before we can make any more detailed plans, I think.
Chat keeps saying that the map is of Aleppo. but I have no idea what that is.
yeah. Sorry, I vote Libertarian. I don't know what Aleppo is. So...
Can you smoke it? Can you smoke Aleppo?
Is the government controlling Aleppo?
Yeah, I mean, Chile, that's like a libertarian, you know. It's, you know.
Right, okay, come on. What was it you were after again? You've got binoculars.
We've got the binoculars.
Actually, what would be useful? A nice big bottle of drain cleaner. Liquid variant.
You can get drain cleaner if you want. How strong do you want it? Like you can get sort of like cheap stuff for like 10 credits, or you could go find some proper industrial stuff for like 50 credits that do something.
I don't know. The cheaper the fucking better, as long as it's the strong variant, meant for cleaning out fucking hair and body parts in one's drains.
So the industrial stuff, then, really.
Well, the main difference with this is really the process of refining this shit. That doesn't necessarily make it better at what I'm going to be using it for, which is literally a knockout gas, or, well, knockout drug, essentially.
Okay, well, take your risk. Which kind do you want to buy?
Well, industrial shit is obviously controlled, but just the basic drain cleaner you find in a store, designed for heavy clogs, would be more useful.
Yeah, so something like in the mid-range of about 20...
Pretty much.
credits. Yeah, you can get very medium-scale sort of drain cleaner.
Lovely. We'll have that.
Okay, I think I've got the money amount right.
How much is in that bottle, roughly?
It's a litre bottle.
Wonderful. Right, well, if we do have to knock anyone out, I now have a way of keeping them quiet for a fucking decent amount of time, or just finish them off permanently if we want to be evil.
Are you gonna make them drink bleach?
No. Bleach is not that bad. It'll just fuck up your insides. Drain cleaner? Ooh, you don't want to fucking know what that'll do to your intestines.
I think drinking bleach is pretty bad. I mean, despite what the Clorox Twitter account says, you shouldn't share a drink with friends. Oh
Right.
god.
Right, okay, well, you have your drain and blocker.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Drano. We bought
Also,
some Drano.
we probably
Basically-
want a cloth for this.
Welcome to the grimdark future.
We
Yeah,
can't. Well, fuck it. We can use V's mask for this. We can buy him another one, or just give this to him. It'll be fine.
Okay, you can use these masks. You can get a cloth if you want. It's only a credit. It's not like a great expense or difficult to find.
Yeah, but it's a whole credit. Plus, I imagine V's stealth skills would be even better if he's a little high.
I don't think they would.
Damn it. Well, yes. Let's be nice to V then and get a cloth.
You know, I still have like charismatic leadership and play instrument, and I have not used those skills in this entire campaign.
You haven't. We should get you a violin.
Charismatically play the violin at people.
I mean, no, we'll do that. We'll do that later. We'll do that after we've got our soul back from the corporation.
Well, if we're extremely lucky, maybe he lives in the middle of a bohemian neighborhood who could be riled to action via violin music.
I mean, if we roll enough tens.
You know, I don't think there are enough tens for you to roll.
There's not enough tens.
Just so you're aware. But right, okay, so you just going back to your apartment and waiting until it's dark.
Probably a good idea to go back, dump our shit.
Well, you need to craft the smoke bomb as well, don't you?
No, I'm not going to set fucking fire to his place now. We need to know if we can even deploy the smoke bomb in a way that makes sense first.
Okay. Well, we could just use the time. Use the time wisely. Are you going to try and craft the knockout stuff then?
I literally just soak the cloth in drain cleaner.
It's like
That smells
chloroform,
like-
basically.
Oh,
Fast.
are you gonna? Yeah. Does this cloth smell like drain cleaner to you?
Pretty fucking much.
Yes. Yes. Arch is planning to gas the chat. By the way, you should all prepare for your showers.
If it makes you feel better, I've got relatively decent basic tech. I could go and try and make you one of those violins made out of like a washboard and some wood.
No, I don't want to look like a homeless person.
Pretty sure I can
crazy
make you
homeless
anything,
person.
you know?
Right, so you heading back to your apartment, yeah?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, you head back to your apartment. I forgot to take awareness rolls from you, so could you roll awareness, please?
Sure. Let me just get that window up.
15.
I keep thinking it's a Google Maps screen. I'm like, where's the? It's add. What's mine?
Sorry, I'll just take that one.
It's like add 12,
Yeah.
so 13, but still it's critical fail. So
Yeah, it's a 1. Okay. Yeah, you get back to your apartment. It's about, I don't know, 7:30 by the time you get back.
does that count as our awareness check for checking the apartment then?
No, but it counts as your awareness check for anything that you're not expecting.
All
So
right.
when you look for something, I'll make you check separately, but that's for me to see if you see something you don't know is there.
Oh, so it's like a hidden, just to make stop telegraphing that we're going to see something.
Yeah, exactly. Just so I don't betray that there's something hidden.
Yeah, before we go in, I'm just going to check to see if there's anything been disturbed at the apartment door or something. Have a listen.
Sure, go ahead.
We have to be paranoid at this point because everyone wants our ass. So, 14.
Nothing appears to be untoward.
All right, let's go in the apartment then.
Okay. Seems undisturbed.
Okay, let's wait a couple of hours then.
Okie doke. At 9 o'clock on the dot, there is a knock on the door.
Well, odds are it's Shad, but we could shoot the door first.
No, I don't think we should shoot the door. But I mean, Arch. I think that's a bad idea.
Why not? It'll make a handy little, discovery hole for next time.
I'm gonna point my pistol at the door, and you go check through the hole.
There is one of those little peeky holes, is there?
There is a spy hole in the door, yeah.
Lovely. Well, let's go and check the spy hole then.
Okay, it appears to be Shad standing outside.
Appears to be, but it might be a gorilla in disguise. I think we might still shoot him.
I'm gonna veto that decision and open the door.
Fine. Let's trust the guy. I'll take over V's part of hating Shad. It'll be fine.
Yeah, make Shad's mum jokes. It'll be great. Like we should all make Shad's mum jokes.
Okay, so I take it you're going to invite him into the apartment.
Yes.
Yeah.
He might be a vampire.
I don't think he's a what? That would be a very different kind of campaign.
Yeah, but it's
Is
more
he like any
really-
young adult novel?
You're both standing in the doorway looking at him, so it's like, okay, so you're going to invite him in, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, we're just talking about this loudly while he stood in the doorway.
Yeah,
like,
should we invite him in? No, fuck him. I've always hated this guy.
right, I think he might be a vampire.
Comes in and immediately spies the two huge boxes on the table. And
Do you
he's
like our
just
souvenirs?
Yeah, he looks at him just like awe at first, and then he's like, holy shit, are they bank boxes?
No, they're fucking stools. What do you think?
They were. I'm gonna look him like dead in the eye and say they were literally just lying in the street. Because they were.
It's the
What,
truth.
do you want to try and actually fast talk him, or what?
Not so fast. It's the fucking truth. We didn't say anything about the robbers around it.
That's the truth.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're going to have to persuade him that this is the truth.
Pick them up. That's right.
Oh,
If you
okay.
ask for
Well,
further details.
I will fast talk him then. Yes,
Okay,
I
go
will.
ahead.
I will. Let me. Shit, I got too many screens here. So that's plus 13.
After 2,
15.
Useful.
He's just like,
I'm sorry.
shit, with he's just laying in the street. You must have fucking knocked over a van or something.
No, we didn't knock over any vans.
Okay,
We
what happened?
we took advantage of a robbery in progress.
Just dumbstruck. Just like, what do you mean you took advantage of a robbery in progress?
Well,
I
4
told you,
people
they
in
were literally just
balaclavas.
lying in the street.
They shot at other people, not in balaclavas.
He's just like,
And it just
did
progressed from
you fuck over Amira's operation?
Oh, yeah, well, fuck her anyways.
Oh man, Shad starts freaking out. He's just like, shit, mates, fucking hell, what the fuck? You know, fucking, you just don't want any friends at the end of this, do you? You know? So what are you going to do with it?
That's not true. I want to be friend with Trump supporters up in the, north there.
Yeah, up in the
Residents
up in the
United.
Residents-
Yeah, they probably are Trump supporters.
up in there in Residents United with
Yeah.
the wall. Let's make Cyberpunk great again.
But he's like, so what the fuck are you going to do with this? I mean, do you know that how fucked you are? Your face, your face is going to be everywhere, just fucking everywhere.
That
Business as usual.
it was just kind of tempting. They were just kind of I don't know why we did that. We're in debt with everyone, so we might as well get some stuff.
Well, yeah, to be fair, we're already, a couple... Well, actually, how much? Let's see, what was it per day for V's treatment? Was it 2,500 or something?
It was only 150 a day. There were some initial charges. It came to, I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll have to look it up. Oh no, it's 1,500 credits for a nanotech session, and you've paid for one. The convalescent care is just one extra point a day, and the nanotech is the extra point. So depending on how much you pay, I assume you're paying a nanotech every day.
Okay, so you're probably fairly solid 5,000-6,000 credits in debt, best case scenario.
After this week, yeah. Next week will be different.
I mean, fuck it. Picking shit off the street at this point is a good thing.
In the short term.
We let that guy live as well, didn't we? So he can go back to Amira and just tell them it was us, I guess.
Yeah.
Ah, well.
So Shad's like, so what's your fucking plan then, boys?
I don't know. Does Shad know anyone who can open these things?
He sits there looking the boxes over and, it's like seeing if he can do anything with them and checking the labels and stuff. And after a few minutes, he's just like, well, I could put you in touch with the Fox, but I tell you, it ain't going to be cheap.
Okay,
Well,
well, we can do the hen instead. He's cheaper.
No,
Frankly, I've been thinking about other uses for these boxes, because logically speaking, there's only so many ways you can deploy acid from inside of a bank box. And if Mira, was it? Yes? Amira, yes. Good.
Yeah, little Middle Eastern woman.
If Amira wants to... Oh, Middle Eastern woman. Oh, comic justice.
So you're planning to terrorize someone, are you?
Oh, and I'm not planning on exploding these boxes or anything, if that's what you're thinking. Honestly, they're bank boxes. We could probably just put them outside people's headquarters and they'd probably be stupid enough to bring them inside. And considering their size, ooh.
So, are you saying we should open them, take the contents out, pretend we haven't, fill them with explosives, and then...
Potentially.
Arch, that's a brilliant idea, Arch. If we live through this, if we manage to get through the whole Merlin thing, I think we should just blow an Electric Knights up. Fuck them. He won't give us the tapes.
Honestly, with that amount of space, depending on the materials I can get a hold of, leveling a city block might not be a bad thing.
Are we just gonna turn into terrorists now?
Jesus, what do you want to level a city block for?
For fun, things. Plus, she's a bad woman, obviously.
Yeah, but why not just blow up a nightclub then?
Yeah, but it would be in the block.
Yeah, they'd be in the. I mean, we got to make sure it's exploded.
Oh, I suppose, yeah. You've really got to make sure that every last one of them gets taken out.
Oh, god damn it!
No, that
let's,
won't be
let's worry about this later. Yes, Shad should put us in touch with the Fox.
Okay, I ask him how much it would cost.
Shad just says, I don't know. Depends on the job. You'll have to speak to him. I don't know.
So how do we get in touch with the Fox then?
He's like, right, okay. I'll be back in about 2 hours. And is there anything else before I go?
Did you read our notes?
No, I haven't been back since.
All right.
Oh, goody, we have a surprise for you.
Why? What's happened? Where's V?
Well, that's part of the surprise.
V's in the hospital. He's recuperating.
Which hospital?
The one that we didn't deliver him at, I think.
Sorry?
Are we gonna try and lie to Shad? No,
I'm not entirely comfortable with giving him the location of V's hospital, because, then again, it would be a good way of getting V back in the campaign if we get him to reroll his character.
Maybe. No, he'd have to take some time out for that. Probably more than him healing. You know what? Shad's not sold us out, so I don't think he'll sell V out.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. It was St. Mary's Hospital in.
Yeah, we'll tell him where he is.
Yeah. Okay. Shad's like, fucking ass, fancy dicks. Okay, so I'll be back in a bit, and he leaves.
Yeah, I'm not sure this was the right time to warn him that V potentially sold him out. That may piss him off a bit much.
Well, he didn't, because we came to the conclusion that he didn't actually sell Chad out, so it's fine.
He kind of sold you guys out though. So.
Yeah, but I mean, what can you expect?
Yeah, he's just one man, and his stats were. To be fair, his stats were very low, so there's not a huge amount he could do about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we try and scope out this place before the Fox gets here?
Nah, fuck it. If he's gonna be back in 2 hours, let's do that. And we've got time tomorrow. Like, this would just be a bonus, if anything. So let's do this. Let's see what possibilities open up.
Okay.
So do you want to wait around, or do you want to go and look then?
2 hours? We probably can't get too far in 2 hours. Like, we could risk going to Merlin's place, but
No, we won't be able
to keep this appointment.
Okay, let's wait for the Fox then. Let's see what the Fox says.
Okay.
So that was a bad meme.
Don't you fucking ever mention that goddamn music video.
Where were they from? Were they
That's the worst part. Yes, they were Danish.
All right, I thought you were going to say they were Norwegian then.
I'm not going to fucking admit to that.
Right, at about 11 o'clock, Arch, you hear a solid bang from directly below your apartment.
Ah, they finally hit the other apartment. I'm surprised they were so cooperative.
Are you going to do anything? Do you want to react to this?
Not in the fucking slightest.
No,
Okay.
we should just. I'm going to keep an eye on the door and look through the peephole.
Yeah, barricade ourselves, point weapons against the door just in case. But yeah, I have no interest.
I'm going to move whatever furniture we have in front of the door and look out of it. But apart from that,
Okay. A few seconds later, just gunfire, just constant. You hear screaming, you hear smashing, and this goes on for about an hour as the gunfire travels around underneath your feet. It sounds like they're going from apartment to apartment and just gunning everyone down.
wow.
Adorable.
After about an hour, all the screaming stops, and it's eerily silent.
Wonderful. We might get loot out of
Thanks,
this.
V. I think you really impressed our neighbors there.
Hey, let's honestly thank V for this. Can you imagine the amount of free furniture we might get out of it?
Are you saying we should loot the corpses?
No, I'm saying we should loot the apartments. Considerable difference.
Well, they'll be full of bullet holes.
Details. Are you looked around us? Do you think we're fucking spoiled?
Yeah.
I don't think we should go down there. I imagine they will have stationed someone down there, but yeah.
We'll probably wait a bit, yes.
Let's continue cowering in fear by our door. It's about all we can do.
Okay.
I can't believe he gave them the apartment directly beneath us.
On the plus side, it was a convincing response.
It was, yes. And they probably think this location is clear now.
The best lies have a hint of truth.
Yeah, a second.
Yes.
Ooh. Yeah, about midnight, there's a knock on your door.
I'm gonna look through the people, a bit paranoid after all the screaming and gunfire.
Yeah, it seems to be Shad, and he looks fucking white-faced.
Well, he's probably seen the new decor.
Yeah, he's probably seen cops downstairs. Okay.
Actually, this is perfect timing. Chad can help us carry some of the furniture.
Are you letting him in?
I don't know. Why has he come back?
Because we told him to come back.
Did we?
Yeah.
He said he was going to come back.
He never said.
late.
Well, did he say he was going to come back? He said he'd send the fox to us. He didn't.
No,
say
he said he'd be back in an hour. Or two.
Oh, right, okay.
Good. Well, I'll stay back in vague cover. I'll cover the door. Scrump should probably open it from, besides the door or something.
Fine. I'll open the door.
Okay,
And
Shad
the whole
just
tactical.
bursts in, rushes in, and slams the door shut. And he's just like, "Holy fuck!" Have you seen what's happened
Good evening.
downstairs?
Not yet,
We've
but
not
we
seen it, but we heard it.
He's like, "You guys all right?" Do you know?
Yeah,
who it
yeah.
was?
We're fine. Is there any decent furniture down there?
He asked you if you know who it was.
It was. I imagine at this point we don't know. We don't know that V gave. Well, do we know that V gave him the address?
Yes.
We do.
By process of elimination, we can start with Santa Claus, unlikely. We have pissed off a few other people, but most likely it's the snakes.
Yeah, I imagine that's the snake, since this is snake territory.
And you're going to tell Shad that.
And
Yeah, why not?
why not?
At this point, anything that could... If he's shocked about this, because whiteface and stuff, racist whiteface, by the way.
Yeah.
So if we
He's
tell him it's
terribly racist.
snakes, he's probably not going to be particularly fond of them, which is a benefit to us.
What, you think he'll have more loyalty for you than the snakes?
I don't
Well,
know.
at the very least, he'll have some misgivings about the snakes.
Right, so you're going to tell him that... what exactly are you going to tell him, sorry?
I'm going to tell him we think it was the snake gang.
He just nods and goes, "Yeah, that makes sense. They fucking want you, man. You guys are just... God, you're in such shit. But I fixed you up with a guy. So
Yeah.
you got to go see the fox. You got to go there at 5 a.m. So you want to...
Do we have to bring the bank vaults with us?
Yes, you have to bring the boxes with you.
Can we pay him in furniture?
Can he come to us? Is there no way? These things are big and heavy and conspicuous.
He's like, do you want him coming to you?
Ah, that's a good point. Where does he want to see us at 5 in the morning?
He gives you a location.
Well, 5 in the morning, to be fair, not that many people are fucking about at 5 in the morning.
So what time is it now?
Oh, midnight.
Do we have time to go and scope out the Merlin hideout then?
Well, I mean,
That
maybe.
seems risky.
Well, we won't be going too near it. We'll just be kind of just looking at the street, I guess. But that is deep in East Side of territory, so.
Plus, at that point, we'll be heading into, 48 hours without sleep after V kept us up that one night, so I think resting would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's rest.
Okay. You get about 4.5 hours sleep. You wake up, got half an hour to go visit the fox.
Right. Disguising the boxers.
What
If we'd
do you
known
want to
about this, we'd actually, when we bought the various shit we did we get any plastic carrying bags?
do? No.
Damn it. Well, I guess we'll have to use our clothes then.
Okay. You can wrap them up in shirts and trousers and whatnot if you want. It looks a bit odd, and it's not the best disguise you've ever seen.
Better than wandering around with a bank box.
Yeah. Do you wanna make a roll? See how good it is.
Sure. What would this be a roll for, though?
For you, it was hide, was it? And for me, it was disguise, because it's the...
Yeah, we can use either. So for me, it was... What was it?
Disguise, which is a tech skill.
Mine was, what, hide? Was it stealth? I can't remember what it was.
I don't know, but I think probably disguise is the one you should be using. Now I think about it.
Where is disguise?
Tech skills.
Well, you could wrap them up then, Arch.
So you got 15 on the first one.
Yes.
What did you get on the second one?
I'll do both of them? Okay.
Yep.
13.
Have you only got +9 on that?
Yes, I don't have anything in disguise.
Oh, do you not?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, you're gonna have to make a move.
Let's just go. Let's get to the nearest pod station.
Yep. Costs you 10 credits each.
Yep.
Right. The streets are thankfully absolutely dead. The only people that you see wandering around are the occasional drunk, and I don't know, just a car full of people who don't really pay you any attention.
Poor people. Lazy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes,
Disgusting. Yes. There are a few homeless around.
Poor
you
people.
eventually arrive at. I mean, the area you're in looks worse than the area you came from. It looks like some sort of Brazilian shanty town or something.
So
like,
Detroit.
Yeah, kind of, basically. It's like it's just the most dilapidated place in the world. There are so many boarded up, and not even necessarily boarded up, but places missing doors, and so they're using like sheet metal instead and stuff like that. It's pretty scroungy.
Wouldn't be like this if they'd elected Cybertrump.
Yeah, basically. This is what happens if they had elected Bernie Sanders.
Hey, they all have weed. They're fine, okay?
Yeah, the place does stink of weed. I mean, there's a lingering smell of it, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, you eventually come to what looks like, sort of like a garage door in a large building. And that's the address you've been sent to.
Okay, well, let's take two things. First of all, awareness test, because we asked to do that when we arrive in a new area.
Okay, go ahead. What are you looking for, particularly?
Well, this is just the awareness test to see if we notice anything, I suppose.
Anything unusual, right? Okay.
Yes, 13 for me.
Okay. Scrump?
16 for me.
Well, it's dark, so nothing really out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Well, we've done it. I'd like general knowledge.
Before you do me another random awareness test, please.
19.
11.
Okay. Sorry, what were you doing, Arch?
General knowledge test to see if I know anything about the general area and potentially its history, like when it was abandoned or why.
Go ahead.
27.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
You actually need to roll another d10 because you got a critical there.
Okay.
You crit on that? What are you... What a useless crit. 29.
29.
Wow,
Okay,
you're going to write a history book. You're going to write a novel.
Yeah. The building was an old engineering workshop. It closed down about 15 years ago. It's just been derelict since then, as far as you know. The area is... You're in the south area of the Tower Hill gang, next to Electric Knights. Between Electric Knights and East Siders, on. In fact, I'll mark on the map so you can see it.
Oh, we can't see this.
Engineer workshop. Let's hurry inside. I want to see if there's
fun.
any toys.
Yeah, have they got like lathes and shit?
Actually, before we hurry inside, considering who we're here to meet, can I use my demolition skill to check for explosive traps?
No, that'd be your awareness skill.
This is getting more D&D by the day. I'm going to check for traps then. No, we've already done awareness checks, haven't we? So.
Yeah, but that was just for any general information that might have been useful. If you want to specifically look for traps, you can.
Okay, I'll check for traps then, but...
Yeah, go ahead.
14. 17, sorry.
You can't see anything immediately obvious, although you do spy a camera overlooking the door, the big shutters.
Okay, well, camera is actually a good sign, because if he can see the area, he's unlikely to have trapped the area, because, double layer of security. So yeah, I say we wander on inside then.
Well, you can't.
We shall knock then.
Yeah, you knock. After a few minutes, a sort of small hatch at eye level on the thing flips up, and a barrel of a gun points out directly at you.
I roll for speak Spanish.
Okay, what do you want to say in Spanish?
Don't shoot me in the face.
You can try if you want. You might get a...
Well, considering we're in a ghetto here, but yeah. What Shad sent us is probably the safest response.
Okay, yeah. You see the gun barrel goes back, and then a beady-looking eye pokes itself forward through. You just kind of grunts, and then after a minute, the thing closes, and as the thing goes up, it's incredibly loud in the silence of the night. But yeah. So hang on a second.
What does this guy look like? Does he actually look like a fox? Is he a furry?
He doesn't look anything like a fox, disappointingly. He actually just looks like a fucking mechanic. He's just some fat guy. He's got huge arms, huge shoulders, huge belly, huge double chin, no hair. And he's sweaty in a fucking wife beater. He doesn't look like anything.
Sounds like an engineer. Yes.
So, yeah, he's holding a double-barreled shotgun, and he just nods to, sort of come in, sort of thing.
Damn it, I miss our shotgun.
Well, best case scenario, we might get one here if we decide to shoot him.
let's get him to open the thing first before we start eyeing up his shotgun. But a moment of silence for our lost shotgun.
Yeah, I take it you're going in, yeah?
I cry every time. Yeah, we go again.
Yeah, you go in, he presses a button on the thing, and the shutters come
Taking
down.
the boxes with us, of course.
Of course. You go into a large open area that's got, there's a half, a car up on bricks on one side. Various workbenches with various crap along. There are 3 other people in the shop just working on stuff. They've got their backs to you. Although one of them does turn around and put his hand on his hip when you come in.
Orale. I have no idea what that means, but I think it's appropriate considering the situation.
Yeah, none of them are Spanish.
Why did you assume they were Spanish?
Black guys, just so you know.
Brazilian ghetto, of course they're Spanish.
They're Spanish by default. They've been racialized into becoming Spanish.
It's not actually a Brazilian ghetto. He said it just looks a bit like a shanty town.
Even though they don't speak Spanish in Brazil.
Yeah, they speak Portuguese.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a huge amount of difference between Spanish and Portuguese.
Did you just assume my gender? No. Are we going to get a lecture about pronouns now? Did we just get a microaggression?
So the fox just says to you, he just grunts. So Shad said you want something. It's going to cost you. What do you need?
We shall whip the clothing. No. In fact, we should probably do that privately. We'll just say, is there anywhere private we can talk?
He's like, don't worry, my boy's trustworthy.
Okay, let's whip the clothing off the boxes then.
Okay, you take the clothing off, and his face doesn't even register at what you have. Really, I mean, he doesn't. He just doesn't shows no surprise whatsoever. He's like, right, okay, I suppose you want to get into these then.
Preferably. We've been using them very successfully as stools, but yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have much furniture, so like, can we ask him if there's any way we can do this whilst keeping the boxes relatively intact?
That would be useful.
That would be very useful.
He says, yeah, we'll just unlock them.
Okay.
Unlock them, how handy. By the way, what kind of detonation device is this? Pellets, scanning, glass?
He says he doesn't know. I don't know what to know.
Trustworthy.
It depends on the make. It depends on the make of the make. You know, they've got various lines, various different things. But sorry, I can get the tools. I don't have the tools to open these though, but I can tell you who you need to go and talk to.
Right. Okay.
If you get me the tools, I can open these boxes, and what's in them will be okay.
Will the detonation device be diffused if he's opened these boxes?
Yeah, he'll open them the proper manner.
Okay. Now, I was wondering if the detonation device, if we relocked the boxes, will the detonation device be rearmed?
Sure.
Depends on the device. In fact, there's a fairly good odds that there's nothing inside, because
he thinks they will.
Okay, so he recognized that it's not the type, because usually these things are used on a scanning basis.
Mm-hmm.
They scan the box when it's taken out of the bank, and if it's not rescanned within a armored car or something, you know, the receival point, it detonates the pellets inside, which sprays the ink.
Well, this isn't ink. This is like destructive.
It would be the same thing if it's pellet forms.
All right.
Okay,
anyway,
but anyway, he says so. Yeah, you'll have to go speak to Tanya King to get the tools to open this.
Tanya King?
It's going to cost you.
Who is that?
Tanya King is part of the East Siders gang.
Why the fuck not?
Why not?
He's like, don't worry, I'll tell her you're coming, but I want half of whatever's in him.
In him? I mean,
in
do
them,
we gut the fucker? Oh, yeah. For a moment there, I thought we were standing on another assassination mission.
No.
Does he look like a man who can be haggled with?
Well, you can always try.
I'll try persuasion and fast talk and try and haggle him down to a third. Go for it.
I have a friend in the hospital. He's an idiot, but we love him dearly. So, could you help us on the price?
Yes. I don't think he'll be receptive to a sad story, but I'll just haggle with him. That's
what did you get?
13, 23.
Well, it was a 10.
That's a crit, so let me roll again.
So 30. Do you know what's funny? I rolled a 1.
Oh shit!
So basically, he pays us.
No, but he just shrugs and goes, "Yeah, okay, a third."
Yes, success, bartering. Okay, well,
he says, "I'll message Tanya King, but I know what she's like, so you're going to need to pay protection and for the rent of the tools."
How much does he think that'll cost?
10K.
Whoa. We don't have 10K.
Of course we don't.
He nods and goes, "I know. I'll advance it to you." He goes over to a drawer, whips out just a stack of credits, and starts leafing through them and hands you them.
What a remarkably silly individual.
He just shrugs and goes, "No, I know where you live." So.
Yeah, and we know where you live. Have I mentioned how much explosives I love?
No,
let's not say that.
10K, so protection and what is that? And the rent of the tools.
You'll give all of this to Tanya, or she won't give you anything.
Okay, we'll agree. We'll play nice this time.
Yeah, he says, right. He gives you the address of a square that she usually frequents from just basically most of the day doing her work.
So we pay protection though, right? So we're currently under protection.
No, you'll have to give it to her as
Right.
protection. So no, until you've given it to her, you're not. But he says that he'll ring ahead and let her know that you're coming.
Okay.
Since this gentleman did okay, he might be lying, but I don't actually care if he does at this point. He does not have the tools. He has given us 10k, which is a pretty serious amount of, what should I say, goodwill money. I say we leave the boxes with him as to show that we're not willing to fuck him over either. And do we really want to carry the
Of course
boxes?
we leave the boxes. We're not carrying these around town anymore. We'll ask him, is it fine if we leave the boxes here for now?
He nods and says, "Of course you're going to leave the boxes here."
This seems like a safe place, and he's just given us 10k, so...
Yeah, but see, now he's annoying me, because he's like, of course, I want to blow him up now.
Okay.
I like this.
Okay, well...
I quite like this guy. Let's not blow him up.
Okay, he's put his shotgun down and he's just pottering around now. When he says, "Right, I'll ring her and you'll have to go meet her in an hour."
Okay.
Okay.
Are we within walking distance, or...?
Yeah, well, it'd probably take about, I don't know, 45 minutes to walk it.
Should we walk it or should we get pods?
Oh, general knowledge to see if I... Oh, I know the area, so general knowledge to see if I know a shortcut and / or, the way, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
24.
Yes, you do.
Lovely.
It's quite an easy walk, and you can go along the border of the gang territory to get there.
Well, let's walk then.
Oh, cool. Let's do it. Let's walk there.
As you go to leave, he shakes both of your hands and looks you in the eye as he does and says, "Remember that we have a deal."
Remember, your hands are filthy, mechanic.
They're covered in oil.
See, this is normally the point where I grab his frock and wipe my hand, but I'll be a nice boy.
Yeah, we'll be nice to this guy. He seems to be at least on the level for now.
Okay.
Oh man! So is his shop just full of tools then, or like what kind of shop has he got here?
Well, there's
It's
various
like a really
tools,
basic
various electronic. The thing is, right, it's not as well stocked as you might think. It doesn't look like there's a huge amount in there. There are a couple of cars that are in various bits and bobs, and there are shelves with things on and stuff like that. But it's just something about it. It just doesn't look as stocked as it probably should be.
Any milling benches and or CNC machinery?
Let me think about that. No, I don't think so.
Well, he's kind of in like the ghetto.
No, nothing quite that advanced.
So he's literally just a guy in a shed with a load of hammers.
Basically. Well,
Wow.
there are a few of them.
Thanks, Shad. There's a few guys with hammers. Let's go see what's she called again?
Tanya
Oh,
King.
Kanye King.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, let us depart for Canya's. For the canyon? Canya's.
He gives you a location that's basically it's a small green area with houses, well, not houses, but apartment blocks on either side. You can head over to there. It's like an inner city park. There's a railing around to the edge. You can find a way in. You can have a look around if you want. It's up to you.
I imagine Jane would enjoy this area and all the inner city.
It's starting to get light now, and there are a few people around. You see, the odd person obviously working, either coming home from a night shift or going to work in a factory or something. Just workmen basically.
Okay. Can we see the Kanye King person yet?
You can have a search around.
What would that require?
Awareness.
Let's do an awareness roll then. I think I have is that's plus 12 for awareness, isn't it?
16 for me.
21.
Yeah, you're just wandering around having a look, and you see a young lady fitting her description, and you notice that she's watching you. She's also with 3 other men. Make another awareness check.
18.
Oh.
17.
Scrump, and in fact, no, both of you, well, but Scrump specifically, recognizes one of the men she's with. He's a fairly short but tough-looking Hispanic man.
Where do we recognize him from?
And I think it was a drive-by.
Oh, the guy who shot us from the car.
He does have bandages around one of his legs.
Oh shit! It's the guy who came shooting in the leg.
Let's wave at him.
We'll wave pleasantly at them.
Okay. Hang on a second.
Like the whitest people on earth.
Right. As you approach, the guy notices you and turns and starts just shouting. So it's those motherfuckers. It's those, I don't know, some sort of fucking ethnic fucking language. I don't know. Basically saying to the effect is these motherfuckers, we need to cap them. They're from the snakes. And Tanya just yells, "No, don't be a fucking, I don't know, don't be a fucking idiot or something." And she ends up having to spend about 5-10 minutes just trying to calm this guy down. And the other guys around him are obviously his crew. Kind of chip in and argue a bit on his behalf, but she's just obviously the domineering one in this relationship, because in the end she's just like, and just you can tell it's visibly pissing them off. But eventually she calms them down and wanders over to you. She's unbelievably good looking. She's incredibly ginger. She's got freckles all over her face. And she
But
talks
how
like
can
a
she be
gangster.
unbelievably good looking then?
Yeah, I was about to say that doesn't make sense, Sargon.
Listen, it's a fancy world, all right?
Let's be nice.
They're
to
attractive gingers. What are you talking about?
So she's like a hot redhead then? Like how is
She
how
is
is she?
a very hot redhead, but she sounds like a street thug. She uses the word nigger all the time.
Wow,
Well, she does have a
problematic.
soul, so that makes sense.
Sorry?
Yeah, she doesn't have a soul.
so that makes sense.
She doesn't. She does have weave, though. Ginger weave.
Oh my god, no! You said she was attractive. You lied. Ginger weave is in no way attractive.
But she seems very confident, and she just walks up to him and goes, "So, fucking Fox said you'd have 10k for me. Where is it?"
I whip out the 10k.
Is that right? Okay. Hernandez, and she snaps her fingers, and the tough Hispanic guy comes over, and he's just glowering at you. But he reaches into bag he's got, fishes out something, some toolbox, hands it over, and just sits there and fucking glares at you.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I wish to address the guy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, hey, sorry about the leg, buddy. I mean, we did tell you to back off, but no hard feelings.
Well, do you want to try to improve your disposition with him or something, or do you just want to mouth him
Yeah,
up?
essentially.
Yeah,
No,
really
I'm saying this genuinely,
Okay, hang on. Let me check to see what skill might be useful at this point.
honor amongst thugs, I suppose.
Yeah, no, there certainly is honor among thugs. Hang on a second.
Who specifically shot him in the leg?
I
Probably
can't-
you.
Yeah,
that shit.
No, I think it might have been V, because V was right next to him.
Was this during our first encounter?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I should probably apologize for Roundhouse kicking his friend's head off.
That was a good kick, to be fair.
I got like a Chuck Norris crit and
Yeah.
just.
The one time that would
Murdered
ever
him.
happen, but at least you got it, man.
Oh, that was funny. Because my gun had jammed.
Yeah. Sorry. Looking for
some good
skills
shit.
I don't normally have to check.
What would this actually be?
Um,
Let's use seduction, because fun.
You're gonna bat your eyes at him?
Of course I am.
It's going to be some sort of empathy skill, I'm sure. Probably
You know
social.
what? I should probably do it then.
Probably social. The ability to deal with social situations, like knowing the right fork to use or when not to tell the joke about the farmer's daughter and the traveling cyberware salesman. Or in this case, knowing gang culture. But yeah, be social.
Wouldn't that be streetwise?
No, that's getting information and items.
What's your empathy skill?
6.
Mine's 9.
Oh, I wasn't even there, so yes, you should be the one apologizing to him. I thought this was when we were doing the shootout outside of the building, so yeah.
That probably
I
was
shall
him as
accept-
well.
Wow. Okay. So we fucked this guy over a few times.
Mm-hmm. And he did
so-
he did drive by shooting you guys. He did try to get you.
He did. He did. I'll just say, yeah. Sorry about the leg, old chap. It's nothing personal.
Okay, make a roll.
13.
What'd you get?
13.
Yeah, then total. Oh, was that the
13.
total? Right, sorry.
That's the total. I don't have anything in that skill. rolling plus my empathy.
He just grunts. He doesn't seem like he's accepted your apology.
Damn it. This is a very British stream. We're trying to apologise to the thugs here.
Yeah. Well, I imagine you'd be doing it in a slightly more gang sort of way, but no, he doesn't.
No, we're doing it in the exact language. Where
he doesn't accept your apology. In fact, he just turns around and just like gives you the finger and fucks off back to his mates. But Tanya's like, don't worry about him, right? Fucking, take this back to the Fox and come back with my payment. And I know you've already given the payment. Sorry, and bring it back as soon as he's finished with it. I want these back.
Okay, what are they? Like, can we see what they are?
Nah, it's a sealed box.
So have they got a set of keys? I imagine there'd be some kind of key. They're like cyber keys. I don't know.
Yeah,
Let's get back to the Fox then.
Okay.
How close do we? No, wait. How close are we to Merlin's place?
Let's finish this first, shall we?
No, I'm just wondering how close we are.
Not very.
All right. Let's just
You've gone in the opposite direction to Merlin's.
Oh, fair enough.
Right. Okay.
Let's walk back via Archie's shortcut to the Fox.
Yeah, you start walking back. After about 15 or 20 minutes, Scrump, you get the feeling you're being shadowed. And you notice that every time you look over your shoulder, that there seems to be the same couple of guys in the same sort of... One of them's wearing a black jacket and the other one's just wearing a white t-shirt. But you keep seeing these guys. It might be a coincidence, but you don't know.
They look like gang members?
Well, they're wearing sort of baggy jeans and sort of shitty clothes, so maybe.
Yeah. Are you stereotyping them, Simon? Is that another microaggression? No.
This stream is full of microaggressions.
What should we do? Should we try and lose them? How would we do that?
How far away are we from the workshop?
Probably around half an hour, 25 minutes.
We could get in a pod.
You could.
Is that a good idea? Arch, what do you think? Like, what's the fastest way I can think of losing them?
It depends on who they are. They might be our little, fella with the leg who might want revenge, possibly, but I don't know. Or they might just be insurance from Tanya, just to make sure we don't run away for fucking tools or something.
I don't know. Are they...
How far back are they?
Oh, they're about like 70 or 80 meters. They never come close to you. But whenever you kind of stop to get your bearings or something, these guys happen to be doing something that means they're not running off or walking past or anything like that.
I think we're being followed. What's the best way to deal with this?
Can you roll me some new awareness scores?
Sure, I was about to suggest that, but
17.
Yes, I'll just roll. 22.
Yes, okay. Sorry, yeah, carry on with what you're doing.
Okay. Pod? I think the fastest way to get rid of them is just to get in a pod back to where we were. Are there any pod stations in this deprived area? Well, the deprived area that the Fox is in.
No, there are pods. These ones just have graffiti on, but there are pods.
Let's just get a pod bag. That seems to be the safer option.
Yeah, why not? Safe.
Yeah, okay. You've got to walk down to the. You've got to walk about a block to get to a pod station, and you notice that these two chaps seem to be walking a bit more briskly, as if to close the distance slightly. But they're not closing fast, but they're definitely gaining on you as you walk.
Let's walk a little bit faster then.
They seem to have observed that you're observing them.
Are they going to catch up to us before we get to the pod station?
Possibly.
Let's try and get to the pod station.
You can walk faster if you want. You can go for a bit of a jog. I assumed you were just walking at a normal pace as to not arouse suspicion. So if you want to change your pace, you can do.
What do you think, Arch? Is that a good idea?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's try and get to the pod station pretty fast.
So what, you break out into a run, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah, as soon as you start running, these guys start running too. What are your movement speeds?
Mine is 21.
Mine is 24.
Okay. These guys apparently are not very fit as you start outpacing them. You reach the pod with, I don't know, maybe about 40 meters between you and them.
Let's jam the money in the pod and leave.
Okay, take a turn to jam the money in the pod, so it'd be 20 credits for the pair of you. As you do that, you can see them draw their weapons. They draw a pair of pistols from under their coats. And you notice that they do appear to be the two chaps who were with Tanya and Hernandez as you did your little deal.
Shit, they want their own vengeance.
They do. I take it you're diving into the pod.
Yeah, we're just leaving.
Yep.
Man, you guys are so fucking lucky. They fire twice each, but the bullets all hit the pod and ring around your ears as you leap in and zip away.
Wow, we are doing okay this round at least.
No, seriously, I got 3, 2, 4, 5. You're
Wow.
so fucking lucky, I tell you.
Hooray.
But yeah, okay, so yeah, you get out of the pod station at the other end, near enough to the Fox's workshop. Take 5 minutes to get there.
Okay. Let's knock back on the Fox's door.
Yep. Someone else opens the hatch, recognizes you, opens up, brings you in. The Fox just turns. He's working on something on his workbench. He spins around his chair. You got it?
Yep, we got it. I'll explain to him what happened with Hernandez's goons, with the goons though.
In a slightly angry tone, I'd suggest. Now, we've got your tools, but that truce, the protection didn't fucking last long. Are you sure we can trust this woman?
He's like, well, did she shoot you?
Her thugs shot at us.
The thugs tried.
He just shrugs and goes, I don't know why they'd do that. Have you pissed him off?
Yes, deeply.
He just shrugs and then turns back to the box. It's got a combination lock on it, which he knows. He opens it up, and inside it's a computer with a couple of wires that he plugs into the first of these bank vaults. Because these aren't just these aren't just normal things. It's a high-tech, fancy thingamabobs. And he sits there spending about 15, 20 minutes tapping along on the computer, trying various things, and eventually the first one pops open.
Hooray! What's in it?
Right. Stacks and stacks of credits. And stacks of 10k each. A cursory glance gives you about 1 million of them.
See, I told you we should take the fucking boxes.
Fucking Christ.
Actually, other than the credits, I'm far more interested in seeing if I can find the detonation stuff inside.
Shad, the Fox doesn't think anything of it. He just leaves the box on the side, starts working the next one. About 20 minutes, half an hour later, that one pops open as well. Another 1 million credits.
Well, you kind of gave it away in the name of the video.
Yeah, I know.
But seriously,
Actually,
I'm going to ask the Fox, what kind of detonation mechanics was it using?
He says he doesn't know. He says I'm not an expert on these.
Jesus Christ, fucking moron.
This isn't normally what we do.
How are these credits? How cumbersome are these? Do they fill the vault?
They fill the box, yeah. I mean, it's quite heavy. It's not the credits themselves are heavy, so there are so many of them that makes it heavy.
How many can we carry?
Well, I mean, you could probably. I mean, have you got your rucksack on you?
Yeah, I brought the duffel bag.
Yeah, you could shove them all in there. Well, no, that's not true. Actually, you could probably shove about. You probably shove about 500,000 in the duffel bag.
How are we gonna get these home?
I don't care. I still want to know about the acid.
Forget about the acid. We're millionaires.
We could do with industrial grade fucking acid.
We're gonna take the boxes back at some point anyway.
Yes.
Look, let me ask the Fox. I say, what are you gonna do with these empty boxes now?
He just says they're yours, and he starts hoofing out blocks of credits. Gets himself out, what was it, 666,000?
Yep.
And then just he puts them in a box of his own, different boxes, and his people, his employees, just take them out of the room into a back room of some sort.
I'll ask him if he has any like backpacks or like duffel bags.
He says no.
I don't suppose we can leave them here, can we? That'd be a very bad idea. That'd be a very, very bad idea.
He always says, "Look, I can take them off your hands. Make them disappear. You can carry what you want, and I can take the rest."
No, that seems unlikely. I'm fine with getting shot for carrying this money back. Fuck it. Have much money? I'm willing to get into Firefighter 5.
What does it mean if you make it disappear?
So we'll just round it off to 1.3 million for now.
1.3 million, and we could shove half in the duffel bag.
No, you can shove about 500,000 in the duffel bag.
Yeah, 500,000. Which leaves us with, what, 700,000?
Yep.
Where are we gonna?
800,000.
I'm thinking like, what are we gonna do with all these credits? We're too rich, Arch. We're too rich.
And all the likelihood we'd use them to be buying stuff and investing, frankly. Actually, this is just a fucking machine workshop. That's what pisses me off the most.
Like,
But,
is there a...
What would you like to do?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Should we stop there and then you guys can think about what to do for next time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I take it you guys will both be on for Monday, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can think about what to do with, or how to survive with this much money. Because I mean, just as a quick warning, it's maybe a bigger problem than it seems to be a solution.
Of course it is. These still die. And also, this is actually a brilliant way, potentially, out of the company shit too, because we owe them X amount of money.
Mm.
Yes, that is. This solves all our problems, but well, not all of them. It solves a lot of our problems, but brings up bigger ones.
It creates a few other ones, but the thing is, it creates problems of large quantities, and what is easy to destroy in large quantities? I don't know.
Money, yes. Anyway, yes, that's probably us for today.
Okay.
We're fucking rich, but we don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, we'll see what you guys do with it, because I realize that it's a lot to comprehend, that the implications of it are a lot to comprehend just off the bat. But I have been thinking a lot about the implications of this, so you probably should too, just as an out-of-game meta warning.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't want to just dump you on it with no idea. But yeah, anyway, so we'll carry on Monday, and thanks for watching.